Welcome to the lean-to. Not too bad, a little damp. Whew, that was a haul. Thanks for watching the video. Welcome to the lean-to. I'll be sleeping out here tonight, possibly tomorrow night. Let me just get my bag off here. Kind of had to just dangle it this time because my paracord wasn't quite long enough for this new bag. I pulled a piece of plastic in my car to try to cover it a little bit. It started snowing much sooner than I thought. Oh. But it's dry, and that's all that matters. This thing is awesome. I got an awesome deal on it too. Okay. I'm gonna put my sleeping pad down, of course, but I want to see. Yeah, good and dry. A little bit on the end, but that's nothing. We'll dry that out with the fire. So I've got a steak and some chicken. Sleeping pad, got my pouch here, nice new pouch, I'll hang that right there. Yeah, a couple other items in there. Watch my gear review if you want to see everything I've got. I'm just gonna rest for a bit and work on processing some of this firewood here that I stashed. I'm so hyped for this. I've been trying to get out for like a month, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. Can't really get the camera wet, but I'll try to give you a glimpse of what I'm looking at right now. After sitting inside for over a month. Bench is still there. Gonna have to get some firewood soon. There's plenty around. Nice and wet. Get some out of the wet, out of the snow. And that's good. Just snapped some of that stuff, so that looks good. I believe it's a maple. So just a little stash. Just to make me feel a little bit better. I really need to rest up now. Last thing I want to do out here is break a sweat. So I'm starting to overheat a little bit, starting to breathe heavy, so thinking about putting a little something right here just because I'm too lazy to slide the bench back. But And my feet are getting a little bit of snow, but it's fine. Might just patch up in here a little bit, throw some debris on top if I can find something. Yeah, I want you to look at the snow on this tree out here. It's so beautiful out here. And I'm not late today either. Plenty of time to enjoy the beautiful day. Try to get a start on this. I don't want to use up too much energy or sweat, but just casually cut this stuff up. Yep, nice and dry. Good and dead. It'll work. Probably just stomp some of this stuff out. I do want to move my sleeping bag over here. Okay, I don't want to get that all roughed up. Good and dry. Just getting a little pile started back here. This stuff might be a little too damp, but see what I can do. No, it's snapping. So just have to try to dry that out a little bit. I am gonna strip my outer layer off too. Excuse me. Yep. Decent. We just strip this off. Oh. Let this air out a little bit, keep it on my dry pile over here. Probably not the best place to cut this, but got a good start. I've also got some twigs back in here that I can use. Here's the firewood pile. And then I've got two nice logs over here that I saved from last time. So I can sit nice and comfortably right here, even put my feet out right on the side. And it's comfortable. So far so good. Got my top layer off. Not sweating or anything, just perfect. This is so beautiful. Oh, so lucky. I really needed this. Set you down there. Yeah, I've been trapped inside for over a month. I think it caused me severe emotional damage. But yeah, I'm feeling happy. Haven't felt this good since last time I was here. Kind of beside myself right now, kind of stuttering. Just blown that this worked out so well for me. So peaceful and quiet. Okay, so a couple things. I promised you guys that I would double this pole. But what I'm going to do is just wedge supports in. They're not going to be exact, because when I put them in officially, I want to use my axe to make nice sharp spikes, and I want to get it just perfect. One right about here, one on the other side, and then we're going to redo the wall. So I got to do that. I got to get some supports in, and also got to get more firewood. And I want to cover this up here. I'm not sure if you can see it right now, I'll give you a shot of it in a minute, but I want to just cover that up a little bit more up there. I don't know what I'm going to do. Throw a pine bough over it or something. And then, I don't know if you saw coming in, but a lot of the debris slid off. But that's fine, you know, I got the tarp up, so just want to patch up these little holes, get some firewood, then we'll get dinner on. Got some birch bark earlier, so that's going to help. Yep, I think that's it. Thought I had a little more, but this is dried out from being in my pocket. It was a little damp, but that's exactly what I'll need. Here's a better shot of the holes that I want to patch. And maybe up here on this front wall too, if I turn you around. Maybe right here too. But it's not a big deal. I mean, nice and dry in here. Got plenty of leg room. Kick back. Watch the weather. Watch the snow come down. So I've got my backpack hanging up here inside, and I'm real happy with this little pouch. I've got some food and snacks in there, some paracord and stuff. It's just awesome. It's like my go-to pouch. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm out, I tend to have like a default location so I don't set stuff down. Like, that's my number one rule, like never set anything on the ground, because then you get up to do something else or you fall and you lose it or whatever. Got my hat over there. And then I've got this pouch accessible too to drop stuff in so I don't lose anything. Alright, let's go get some more wood. Oh. Tight squeeze into this thing. Very tight. I'm all layered up. So I'm under this canopy right now. Protection from the snow. As you can see, just kneeling here, staying out of the snow, trying not to sweat, observing the environment, looking for firewood. Here's my canopy above me here. Nice and dry still, my feet are dry. Maybe starting to get a little bit damp, but hopefully I'll be able to get a fire started here soon and try to dry stuff out a little bit. Actually see some stuff right in front of me here that I'm kind of interested in. Yep, that's good. It'll be good. Obviously not going to have a huge fire tonight. I'm just going to stick it right back under there just so I know where it is. And I don't even need my gloves yet. I'm sure I will soon. Yep, that's decent. Oh, there's a nice piece right there. Look at that. That's a little rotted. I found some natural shelter. Protection from the snow. Got most of it off, but just do not want to get wet. Kick out my boots. Got most of the snow off me, so we're looking good. We've got firewood stashed under a tree up here. Still looking for a little more. Still need to find our support beams for the ridge pole. I'm thinking about just letting it slide, but I think with the weight of the snow, it's extra important to stay safe. So I'm definitely going to have to find support beams for my ridge pole. Gonna move right over there. I think it's really important that I stay out of the snow as much as I can at this point, till I can find my ridge poles. So I'm just gonna sit here and look around for a little while. There's another dry spot down there. Might head down there. But I'm well aware of where camp is, and I'm not wandering off too far. I know exactly where I'm at. So you do not want to get lost in the forest in these conditions without your gear. Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep this in mind. See what the weather looks like tomorrow. I'll just use a hardwood for the support beams. I'm gonna get back. It's starting to get a little bit dark. Fortunately, with the snow, it provides lots of nice lighting. So yep, I came in. We want to go up through here. Anyways, I'm gonna pay attention to what I'm doing. I'll see you back at camp. Nothing too exciting. Just firewood, basically. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the bench for support beams to get us by. I don't really want to get wet. Oh, that'll help. Got enough firewood to get me through the night. I'm not dependent on the fire, but it hopefully will help a little bit. And fortunately, I got this awesome sleeping bag. Yeah, it's a little heavy, okay, and it's not an official hiking, backpacking sleeping bag, but I mean, for the price, I can't complain. I really can't. So I'm just going to cut some of this up, and we'll think about going out again. Just want to make sure all my clothing's dry. I want to make sure I don't overheat. Starting to become dusk, as we can see here. But my debris wall is helping out quite a bit, as we can see. Nice and dry back in here. I know you can't see in here now, but yep, this is what I was looking for. All right, let's get that fire started. It's insane how far away I can hear. I mean, I can hear planes off in the distance. And I think I can hear, like, society for some reason. I don't know if I'm just bugging out or what, but I'm pretty sure I can hear a plane, like a slow drag. I don't know if it's the weather. And I'm pretty sure I can hear, like, I don't know, like town or ruffling. I could be wrong. But yeah, we are way out here. So what I've done here is start to scrape some of the wet outside off of some of this smaller stuff. Made a couple feathers here. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm also going to split some stuff like this down, get some smaller stuff. Here's the wood situation. My birch bark, some feathers, some smaller stuff. Should be good to go. Then we can start with some of this bigger stuff. Okay. Lay down a base. Some coals can start. Lay my birch bark down on here. Grab a handful of stuff like that. Got the fire going pretty good. Got plenty of firewood back in here. And I can always burn my bench over here too. Get a nice coal bed started. The temperature has definitely dropped down, but the fire's helping. A little bit of heat's coming up into the shelter, so that's nice. Some steak seasoning in this. That was awesome. Just heard a tree come down real loud. This is almost done. Give it a little more time. Good stuff. Nice and hot. Lots of seasoning on it. That's really good. Fire's still going, but I'm gonna call it a night. See you in the morning. Good morning. Looks like it's socks and a jacket for breakfast. I'm just getting some stuff dried out here. Nice and cold. Running low on firewood, and the water not completely frozen, but good thing we got a little bit of water in there. So we'll have to get breakfast on next. Actually, definitely need firewood. Got a couple pieces down here, but definitely need more. Here we got a little bit of sunlight coming through. Looks like I got some battery life back too. The cold basically destroys my batteries, and I kept it in my pocket, the camera in my pocket for a while, and looks like it's giving me a little bit of life back, so that's good. Yeah, I burned a battery on the way out too, or on the way here. I left the camera on in the car, so burn up a battery. But socks are drying out. We can see they're steaming. Still got to get coffee on and breakfast and all that. I just wanted to get the fire established. Got some wood here. I'm not sure how well you can see it. I've got a little more back here too. Nice chunks. Do up some coffee here real quick. We'll see if we can get these eggs on. Some eggs. Trusty old pan that stays out here. So, got some eggs, potato, red pepper, some garlic. Looking forward to that. We'll see. Nice and chilly. Oh, this one's cracked. Okay, yeah, no, they'll be alright. Yeah, it's cracked, but it's not really frozen on the too bad. I mean, I can feel it squishing around. So cool. Eggs, potato, and I have a piece of mozzarella too. Starting to get a little boil. Finally, coffee is ready. And there's so much steam I can't see. There we go. Even got some creamer today. Coffee creamer. More like carnation milk. Oh, wow. That's worth $1 million out here. Oh, that is so never before has coffee tasted so good. Got snot running down my face. Frozen. Not much I can do. No napkins. I've got like one butt wipe left. So I'm not gonna blow my nose with it. Might have a little more than that actually, but I'm fine. Alright, let's get that eggs, pepper, potato, and mozzarella on. I believe my oil here is frozen. I've never seen oil like that. I usually keep this stashed out here, part of my survival stuff, but oh, I've got oatmeal and rice down here too still, so if we need that for a supplement. I'm gonna stoke the fire and get ready to get breakfast on. So I decided to use just poles from the bench for support beams. Right here you can see it, I've got it wedged in. Here's what the back looks like. And I've got another support beam over here. Right here. And that's gonna do it. It's gonna be good. I mean, it's a nice, solid piece of wood. And so we'll get the eggs on. Also, tonight before I sleep, I'm gonna wedge another support beam in here, so I'll be sure that that pole's not gonna break. I just don't feel like going out and finding the pole. I mean, that'll do it. There's no way it'll break with that third beam, and it's sitting right over there. It'll be the third pole for the bench. Alright, I've got some garlic and a few more peppers in there as well. And the egg is somewhat frozen. Get the other one in there too. Whoa. Okay, now we'll put some seasoning on this. A little bit of steak seasoning. And our mozzarella cheese. Getting smoked out. Yeah, that's looking decent. Oops. Putting the slats back in. That's looking good. Just clean off my spatula here. Tear this up. I'm starving. Oh yeah, that's tasty. Can't complain about that. Ugh. A little shaky. Not from the cold, just, I don't know, kind of an awkward position here. Got a piece of steak for dinner. I'm gonna let that cool down. Yep, got a piece of steak in here. It's frozen. But we'll do that later. I'm gonna tear this up. Came out just right. It's not burnt or anything. Cheese melted in nicely. Oh, that is killer. That's good stuff. Here's a piece I started on earlier. Pretty decent size. Take that back. There's another one. That'll be good. Just want to keep up on it. Don't want to do all my gathering at once. Just casually. That'll be good for a while. Decent sized piece. Another medium size. Gonna get a lot more than I did last night though today, throughout the day. Gather up a bunch more. Sun's finally coming out. Okay, so I've got my support beam in here in the center. So there's one on each end and one in the center. I can also navigate around, get in when I want to eat. The stick is spiked and I can pop it out of here if I want, but I'm just going to leave it since it's not really in the way. I don't sit in the middle. I either sit here under this wall or I sit there under that wall. So when I sleep, I'll be able to kick back in. I don't want to put my muddy feet up in there, but yep, so that's definitely not coming down on me. Help give me some cover over my head. It was getting snowed on last night. So 2 more ought to do it. I've got 2 up there. That ought to help a little bit. Yeah, and then there's a little hole over here too. Right here. One of my favorite snack bars here, or favorite power bars, it's lemon zest. Gotta get more firewood and get dinner on soon. Just kicking back, having a great time. Snow's on and off today. Not too cold, dry for the most part. Got dry socks here to change into tonight. Jacket's dry, other pair of pants are dry. Doing good. Great time. Finally found this down pine we saw yesterday. We'll try to pull it out of here. And of course I didn't bring my saw. Yeah, so this will burn real nice, or we can use it for patchwork. But I think I'm going to burn this. I'm also going to patch up some of the front wall on the lean-to, just a couple pieces. just to help with wind and snow coming in. So I pretty much got the top finished off so where the snow won't hit me. This will burn real nice. Get some flame tonight. Better lighting. Kindling for the morning here too. Nice to mix it up. Thing's frozen. Got snow all in the joints. Just gonna make some score marks. Alright, I think I'm going to build a fire reflector. Just going to look for some stakes out here. I saw a bunch earlier, so we'll go grab 4 stakes and put up a back wall. Nice and dry. Don't need it to be real strong, but big old frozen log here, soggy and frozen. There we go. That's rather sturdy. The ground's frozen. We'll just start laying them in. There's this log here right next to the bench. Just wet and soggy. Just lay it right in here. Got a couple more pieces. Some nice soggy stuff. There we go. That'll be good enough for me. Simple. I'm feeling a little better about that. I can actually feel the heat. Seriously. Just catches right under these walls here. Just that little fire. So that'll help keep me warm. Here's the firewood situation. And we have some back here. Some dry clothes. Nice and dry. I'll sleep in those. Some stuff from the pine we took down. Frozen water. Looking good. Just tuned up the fireplace a little bit. Check it out. Just moved the stones. That way I can move stuff to cook. Try to get sort of a long fire. It's much warmer in here right now compared to outside. I'm serious. You can even see like the heat in the air. It's actually nice and toasty in here. I might have to take this off. The fire reflector is working really well. I can feel a lot of heat being pushed back in here. It's nice. Steak's rock hard. Start thawing it out. Hopefully eat it within a couple of hours. It's definitely still hard, so let it sit there and thaw for a little bit. Still gotta get more firewood. Look at that. Oh man, that's looking awesome. Perfect. Been waiting for this for a long time. Potatoes came out nice. Red pepper. Steak is amazing. Everything came out perfect. Wow, what an awesome day. I'm ready to kick back by the fire tonight. Just relax. All set up, good to go for the night. Yeah, I got plenty of firewood. Looking good. It got much colder, that's for sure. Guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna change into my nice dry socks, my nice dry sleeping pants, and have a nice warm sleep. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Got a fire kit set up over here. Get the fire started. Definitely a cold one last night. Have to get some smaller stuff too. I was able to thaw this out. It was pretty much solid, but getting there. Get some coffee on. Don't have much of a flat spot here, but try to get one. That. Drop the coffee in. Got plenty of firewood too to get me through to the morning or till daylight. Some back here drying. Here's our supply back here. So should be good. No idea what time it is, but shouldn't be too much longer till we get sunlight. Been kicking back here for the past few hours. That coffee was amazing. Just feeling really alive right now. You can hear the snow sort of pattering. I don't know if you can hear the little drops. You can hear little patters from the roof of the lean-to and the snow and everything. But yep, staying nice and warm. I'm completely dry. Can't wait for sun to come up so I can get some oatmeal on. Okay, now we're starting to see signs of daylight. Very beautiful out here though. Nice and dry. It's awesome. Yeah, this fire reflector worked really well. I was hanging my clothes, my socks, and my camo. So they're dry now. I slept really well. That bag is super nice. I stayed nice and toasty. So it worked out really well. I was going to buy a 20-degree down bag, but it was a lot more than that, and that's rated at 0 Fahrenheit. So that's really good. And I got a pouch too, so and I saved like $20 overall, so yeah, I basically paid $55 for an awesome bag and a new pouch. The bag's a little heavy, but it's still awesome. I don't mind the weight. I mean, for the price, you can't beat it. Yeah, just, it's nice. I can keep my damp wood back here against the fire reflector, and it takes all the heat. The reflector is not even really doing much. Down here a little bit, but I mean it did help a little, so, and it didn't take much to put up. And all I need here is the coals, really. I got some pine. We'll fire it up a little bit later today. Here we've got peaches and cream and banana and cream. And I am freaking starved. That's just enough water. Well, that's going to be awesome. can't see that, but looking good. Snow's coming down pretty hard. Loving it. Oh man, this oatmeal is amazing. Fire's roaring too. Oh. Beautiful day. I should have brought more oatmeal. It was too good. That's it. Pretty much got coffee and rice. And oh, I have some oats stashed out here and just white rice as well. Got some like chicken and broccoli or something like that. Oh, too good. Probably gonna get me another cup of coffee on. Fire's roaring, check it out. So yeah, the shelter worked really well. As we can see, that little V right there, everything stayed nice and dry. And I was very warm back in there, in my bag here. It's got this little head area. I can't think of the term right now. If I get too hot, I just stick my head out. But yeah, I'm totally covered in that. Worked really well. Get this camo on, put some new socks on. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on for my outer shell so the camo gets wet and my inner core doesn't, and I can always just pull them off and dry them out. I've got some socks over here that I tried out yesterday. I'm gonna put those on as well. And yeah, here I'm just pretty much, here's the wool socks I dried out as well, my gloves. I just keep everything wrapped up basically right here, something like that. Make sure it stays dry and it's not exposed directly to the cold air. So I'm just gonna throw on my outer shell. I dried out my boots by the fire last night a little bit. They're not completely dry, but my feet aren't wet right now. I just have regular socks on that I slept in right now. And that snow is coming down too. It's awesome. Yeah, they're nice and dry. So I guess drying by the fire did help a little bit. And they're dry on the sides up in here. It's just down in here, they're a little wet. It's like trying to squeeze your foot in a block of ice in the morning. Yeah, I think I popped my inflatable mattress too. I had my shoes off last night and I was balancing out on some logs to try to dry my boots. And when I backed in and plopped down, I heard a big pop. So hopefully it just pushed the top or the nozzle out and didn't blow the bag. can't see. There we go. These are nice and dry. All layered up. Boots back on. There, even warmer now. And completely dry. Then if I need to on my way out, switch out to these socks. I was going to put them both on, but I think I'm just going to save a dry pair for the hike out so I'm nice and comfortable. But yeah, definitely feeling good. And really enjoying the snowstorm. I get some coffee on now. Alright, while that cup's boiling out, let's go poke around, grab the saw, check out some of these conditions. Very awesome. I don't know, can you see the snow? Yeah, should be able to pick it up. Just beautiful. Love the way the snow falls on the trees and the pine. Poke around down in here. Sort of under a tree here, on the side of a hill. Keep the snow off of me. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some wood too while I'm out here. Just beautiful out here. Pretty sure there's some down stuff right over here, so go check that out. Looks like we might have something here. Yeah. Couple options. Let's see, where's that? Yeah, that's connected. Really don't need much. Just like to have a little bit to, is that a maple? I can't tell. But yeah, I just want to supplement the wood supply and have a little extra to burn. Just take it right here and come back later if we need to. Just awesome out here. Coming up on the lean-to. And it looks like all the water evaporated. Some of this cut down. Can always burn the support beam too. Get another one next time. Yeah, that's looking better. You're gonna have to recycle a filter here. Well, I don't have to, I just prefer to, rather than putting it right in the water. My bucket of ice. Got a little bit of ice left. That's all I need really to get out of here, to hike out. But that's another story. Plenty of snow on the ground if I need to melt snow. Alright, we'll give that a few minutes and I'll switch out the grounds here. Pour some back in, like so. Looking kind of nasty, but it's only coffee. Not a big deal. And I can't feel my fingers. Gotta get my gloves on. Let's have a nice dark batch. See how that's looking. Yeah, that'll be good. Maybe get a little more in there, and then I'll just tie it back up. Drop it in. Gonna let the water boil first. There we go. Tied on. Not the greatest tie job, but it'll work. Starting to simmer, good enough. Yeah, that's looking nice and black. Oh. Yeah, that definitely worked. Whew, hot. Set that over there. Oh. So for those of you that haven't seen the previous lean-to videos, check them out, I'll link them. Basically we have logs, and then sticks, and then we have a layer of debris. Then on another trip I came out, put the tarp down, sealed it on, and put more debris on top of that, so it's like a tarp sandwich using debris. So we're going to do a little walk around here and just look at how the debris and how the snow stuck to the shelter. I'm definitely glad I put more boughs up here. Definitely need more. There's snow coming through right here and a little bit on this edge, but I'm back just far enough that I'm all right, although I do get a little bit of snow right over here. See, right there, a little bit of snow. All right, let's go do a little walk around. Oh. Just right. Got some cream in there too. So, sticking nice on the wall. Still a few holes there, of course, but as we can see from the inside, I'm all right. See, all the debris stayed, except for a little bit there at on the top. Could probably use a little more. But yeah, everything's stuck nice down here. Nice and dry in the back. So I'm happy with that. See that? Stayed on pretty well. In here yesterday, I laid a couple logs in there to help protect, but it still needs more over here and here. Up here we can see those boughs we put down definitely helped. And I'm definitely noticing a difference too. I was getting a lot more snow up towards the head yesterday. Here's the fire situation. Mainly just have stuff drying out here. These and this one. Just keeping the fire real small, just making sure I have coals. We've got our branches we just got, the support beam, and then I've got some dry stuff stashed back here. I'm gonna try to leave some. I usually do leave some, but nice and dry. Some pine, maple, and oak, and two they're frozen big boys back here. Still coming down. Just gonna kick back in the shelter for a little bit. Yeah, this is it right here. This is one of my favorite camping conditions. Snow. It's just so peaceful. I don't know, I enjoy the challenge too of keeping myself warm and dry and fed. There's so many more challenges. You got your water freezes up on you. The one nice thing is you don't have to worry about meat spoiling, so you can bring, a variety of meats, eggs, cheese, stuff like that. So it's the first time I brought 2 different kinds of meats. Really good too. Having a great time. Anyways, yeah, just kicking back here for a while. Watching the fire. Might as well eat up the last of the food. Everything else is just first aid and junk and bags. Some coffee. Throw that in. So it's just cheddar and broccoli. Really pushing it, because if that all froze up, I'd be in a little bit of trouble. However, I do have plenty of snow. But still, it's just nice to have water readily available. Just let that sit. There's some decent coals. Oh. Whoa. There we go. Nice and hot. Little soupy, not too bad. On point though. Can feel the snot running down my face. Man. Broccoli and cheddar, man, that's where it's at. Broccoli and cheddar rice. Good stuff. Oh, that's just right. I'm telling you. It's good when it's a little bit soupy. Oh. Killer. That is so good. Try not to eat with my mouth open. When I'm outdoors, I just munch. Some stuff for next time. I will leave some of that out for now. This piece here, sort of like a front wall. plenty of wood in the back still too. I'll just let this burn out, sit here and kick back for a little bit. Ooh, that was loud. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure had a great time. Got about 7 hours before I'm home, so an hour and a half to 2 out of here, and then 4 to 4.5 home. So long trip ahead. I wanted to thank you for watching. There's more to come. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm just going to use a much longer piece. That. That way it's not hanging. Okay. And I can just tighten that down. And nice and tight. I can just stick this right inside the side pocket, and it'll be right on the back, and it won't be bouncing off my butt.